Hello, everybody, and welcome to the first Raikou recap of the season. I just woke up. Uh, actually, I woke up, took my medicine, and went back to bed for another 3 hours. So hopefully I got the mind working. We can get the mind palace all fired up, and we're gonna start off with a slow game that will probably require a lot of attention. So let's get into it. Let's see. Let's talk about it, guys. Starting off with the Tyranitar. One thing I want to notice. Spooky Mars. This is for you specifically. When you get into your next game, I want you to have a Word document open on your other monitor. And I want you to do two things. I want you to go to the Raikou doc. I want you to look at the rosters. I want you to see, oh wow, these two Pokemon are highlighted in purple. I want you to write them down before you even get to the match. And then when you get into the match, I would like you to see which ones are coming. Oh wow, the Sceptile and the Arboliva. Those are coming. Their Terra types are fire and ice. And we should not forget that. We should have it written down and remembered. Because you seemingly always forget it. But talking about win cons before we actually get into the game. Our win con for Spooky, he has quite a few. Getting just some hazards up and having Blissey come in and take all of the having Blissey come in and take on all of the special attackers and forcing them out essentially, whilst hazard damage stacks up on the rest of them. You know, I mean, there's really not very many. I mean, the only Pokemon that can really threaten this Blissey are Zapdos and Dragapult. Maybe the Sceptile. I don't know the set yet. And if we can get hazards up, that'll be really easily accomplishable. Excadrill can get some work done into this team. A lot of work done, actually. If Excadrill gets up a Swords Dance, it appears like it'll be getting probably at least one kill. Anytime Excadrill gets in, it's going to be a massive threat. For Final Crew, our biggest win con is going to be this Zapdos Galar. Zapdos Galar needs to get active and do a bunch of damage. If it can't, it's in a real danger. This team is in real danger, and Heatran should be some sort of stall beating set. You know, Heatran has ways to, with Heatran you can trap your opponents, and trap your opponents, like Magma Storm, Taunt. Should be ways to trap Blissey and kill it before it can kill you. But yeah, let's just get into the game. Let's got my water here. Nice, we get the loaded dice gone. Ice Core comes in, Gliscor is gonna get activated. Bolt Seed still's gonna hit 4. Protect here, super easy. I will say, if you're in this position as Final Crew, you can always swap. There's no way he's not protecting on this turn. It's just ultra free. You can swap and save this as a sack for later in the game. I will also say, generally, when you're playing against defensive/stall teams, saving Pokemon is super, super important. But, I mean, there's not much else this thing probably could have done. Okay, Zapdos comes to Zapdos is Bulk Up. I don't hate Bulk Up, but I do hate that play. Whoa, we cannot risk this Pokemon. Oh my goodness. Wow, yeah, that's really bad. And we lose our Balloon, also pretty bad. Blissey's gonna come in, and yeah, Blissey gets rocks up here, should be every time, which kills Zapdos. Stealth Rock. I will say, this not being Magma Storm is insane. This has to be Magma Storm. This thing needs to be a stall breaking set. This Pokemon has so many ways to destroy stall. Also, after that did like 0 damage, I would click Thunder Wave on this turn, but Seismic Toss is fine. There's no risk to Blissey to clicking Thunder Wave. In fact, I believe Blissey does it again here. But if you click Thunder Wave on that turn, you're just gonna spread the paras way faster. Okay. Blakey comes in. Yeah, this was literally an insane play. This is just luck from Spooky Mars. Once again, he forgot the Terra type. There was no reason for him to swap out of Blissey there. Yeah, that's just unfortunate. Yeah, that's just a lucky, a very lucky play. Dragapult's gonna come in, Seismic Toss. I would just, if I'm Spooky, you don't necessarily need to make progress every turn. I would just be clicking this T-Wave as often as possible. Once, like, everything is Thunder Waved, he's so fucking useless. Dragapult is gonna come in. Dragon Darts. Dragapult should still be faster, right? I guess we knock here. Knock is always good ship. Yeah, Blissey's gonna come in. Yeah, this thing just not being Magma Storm is really just making it to where he just, like, if he's Magma Storm taunt, he just can, like, shut down this Blissey and make progress. But he kind of just can't. Clefable's gonna come in. Clefable is just gonna wish. Oh, yeah. Primarina is gonna go into Blissey. Calm Mind setup. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I don't like what Spooky does here. I do remember what he does. He does click the T-Wave here. Which I guess, I mean, if your Seismic Toss is gonna take like 5 turns, I guess it makes some sense. Because you might get a para or 2, and now you also go faster, which means you can play a little bit riskier. The second Calm Mind here, I guess, is fine. I mean, he kind of just needs, like, a crit on this turn to do anything. Yeah, I mean, it just, there's not much he can do here. He clicked Ice Beam. Oh, did he go for the freeze there? That's what he was talking about. Yeah, I mean, even if you get that freeze, you get nothing. Unless he just swaps out. Bite. What are we running Bite for? Yeah, I mean, now we're just in an endgame position where swapping to and from, oh, wait, this is how he ends this game. Yeah, I remember. Spooky can definitely 6-0 if he's a lot more patient here, by swapping to Blissey. He just literally can't beat anymore. He, like, cannot beat the ability of switching to, like, if I have Protect here, I Protect this turn and be max health for Dragapult, who could have maybe, like, some Phantom Force last move or some shit. And then I would just go back to, after I Protect, go back to Blissey and just if you keep doing that, you'll get the 6-0. He does. This is a faster line, for sure. I mean, this ends the game faster, but the one differential would be nice. It would just be good. He definitely could have 6-0'd this game. Also, I believe he has Earthquake, and I believe. I'm gonna check real quick. Team builder. I've used this Pokemon and I don't even know. Excadrill. I believe he gets high horsepower. Yeah. In a situation where your opponent has... So, I don't know if Spooky even knows this. He probably doesn't. Grassy terrain halves the power of Earthquake. Specifically Earthquake. So, in a game like this, I would just use high horsepower. It kind of sucks, but it's just... It doesn't actually end up mattering, but it could have if, like... You know, Heatran was in the game or something. Yeah, I mean, relatively clean game from Spooky. Not very many mistakes. Honestly, to me, it seems a little bit like Final Crew just... he just didn't have the right sets. Let me look at his team real quick for 1 second. It seems he didn't have the right sets. I would have liked Mew to make an appearance. Clodsire to make an appearance as well. Yeah, I think I think the Pokemon he brought were not the right tools for the job. And I think the sets that he brought were definitely the wrong tools. That's about all I have to say about that. I think Heatran could have been a monster against this team. It just wasn't played correctly. Yeah, and that's all for game 1. Let's get into the second game. TheBops versus Neversaw. Okay, win cons. Okay. Landorus looks pretty solid into this team. Lando behind a sub seems to be a win con. Roaring Moon. Weavile looks really good in this team, generally. Just, I mean, there's neutral... Ice Dark is neutral coverage against everybody but Keldeo. And, you know, you still want to knock off on Keldeo's item. Dio Speed's coverage looks pretty solid into this team, but literally always does. Tinkaton can create a lot of fucking issues. Palafin actually looks kind of weak this game. I won't lie. Nothing crazy. Yeah. And for Bops, sorry, I got a text from my mom. I'll respond to it in a second. For Bops, this Rillaboom looks shnasty. Jolteon looks pretty good. What's Jolteon's Terra? Terra Water? I assume for the water resist? Gligar setting up the fucking hazards could just be a problem because he has so many Pokemon that he needs to swap to. Yeah, I think that's the win cons. Oh, it's the Tinkaton OU set. Nice. Gligar's gonna come in, knock off. Fine. Get up. Ooh, the T-spikes. Should have a natural cure here too. There's definitely a lot of theory behind we're gonna U-turn here. Yep. Probably U-turn into this. There's definitely a lot of theory behind only getting one T-spike. Especially when you can instead get your other hazards up. Spike. Ooh. Where are you going? Jirachi? Yeah, Jirachi. Oh, it seems like he's just gonna go all in on the hazard plan. I don't necessarily like the plan here. Okay, he U-turned. Dude, this is just like devastating. He's just forced to fuck himself over. You should just be able to U-turn here too if you're not banded, which you might be banded. Okay, Kazam goes down. Fraud comes in. Okay, knock off Terra Blast. What? Whoa, 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 whoa. Why do we not have Terra Blast? Terra Blast is, like, really good into this team. Yeah, I mean, just Terra Blasting this and Keldeo would be... I mean, I guess Seed Flare Keldeo is fine, but Terra Blast for the Moon... And just the middle ground play, I mean, I guess, I don't know. I feel like we're missing out here. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to say. Ticketon will come in. Yeah, but this is just Volt Switch. Oh, it's not Volt Switch? Well, we're gonna get up another set of hazards, probably. Oh, nope. Okay. Keldeo should come in. I like that. Ooh, Scarfed.
This might answer your question.
Alexa! Quiet. Sorry. It just randomly sometimes fucking goes off. Actually, I'm pretty sure I unplugged it. I don't know how it's talking still. Psycho Boost should kill this guy finally. This Gligar fucking put in the utmostest, man. I hate Gligar. I hate Gligar. And I gotta give it credit here, man. It fucking put in work. What? Okay. Okay. I'm assuming the Terra Water for the Jet Punch. Yeah, because it does kill. Nice, nice. I'm surprised we didn't Volt Switch earlier, but maybe we're Specs or something. Does this not kill? No, what? Why wouldn't you click Surf? Surf for sure does more damage. There's no way Surf doesn't do more damage. Yeah, I don't know why we're not clicking Surf. I'm actually just gonna... Give me 1 second, fellas. I'm gonna calc this. Keldeo, we're just gonna do Boots Attacker against, Ticketon. Ticketon, utility. Yeah, Surf is just gonna do more damage. Even if this is like Specs, or just gonna do way more damage. I don't know why we didn't do that. Rillaboom. Does he throw this game? No, surely not. Play rough miss, always nice. Jolteon comes in. Just Thunderbolt. I don't know. I don't get what we're doing here. What are we doing? I'm just confused. Oh, you have Protect? That's nice. Alright, Jolteon resists this. Does it live? No, it doesn't live. Yeah. Poison's chipping though. Is it in range of Grassy Glide yet? Seems not. Okay, and there it is. And then Bzzz comes in. Protect. Is this like Scarfed or Art's Life Orb? Okay. So this just can't win. Yeah. I mean, good play. I would have probably done the superpower read, but it just doesn't matter. Yeah. Very, honestly, not clean win from Bops. Once he got the hazards up, he just, made some more questionable decisions. And from Neversaw, I would have, like, the fact that this Weavile, Weavile probably should have been Boots. Just cause. This Weavile should have been, like, coming in all game. If Weavile was coming in all game and just fucking shit up, he would have had a major problem. He, like, cannot deal with this Weavile. But he just didn't recognize that, and didn't get it to do any action. Terra Blast on Shaman probably should have come. It's just good for this team. It's a nice middle ground play into literally everything. Although, generally, so is Seed Flare. Just specifically for Roaring Moon, it should have come. Roaring Moon is pretty solid into your team. You know, you should, in theory, when playing against someone who just is gonna stack hazards, you should always just have boots on your team. And if you were able to keep boots, or if you were able to keep some boots, and actually you should have brought some, but being able to keep some of them would have been very, very nice. Yeah. With that being said, let's get into the next game. We got Slow But Bulky versus G Walker. Win cons. I mean, we just have a Wish Pass Annihilate Archralodon team. Yeah, I mean, to me it seems like Annihilate is a win con here. If we can get him pretty activated. Greninja can... I fear Greninja might just get completely fucking walled by Pheasantipity. This is a Pokemon I've wanted to draft for so long. I think it's so cool and unique. And its typing is just so goated. Slowbro, Iron Trap. Gardevoir seems to actually be pretty strong into this team if it has Psyshock as well. Moonblast is not really a bad click into anybody. I guess Sylveon is kind of a bad click into, but you know. Yeah. I think that's basically Wincon. Arcanine is Terra Steel. So it's probably a more defensive Arcanine. What are we Terra Steel for, though? I think we just want some of the same resistances that fire brings without the water weakness, I guess. I don't know. Terra Steel is probably not the best type. I guess we want to be not weak to Dragon and Fairy is what it seems to me. Discharge coming in. I like Discharge here. Okay. E-Girl's gonna come in. I do not necessarily like trying that early. Yeah, nice Stealth Rocks. Good rocks. Zapdos gonna come back in. Bulk up. What do we do here? We Hurricane, we miss. Okay, unfortunate. We go into Fez. Crit. What are we just taunt? Okay, and then go back into Zapdos. Damn. There we go. Finally got that bitch parried. Hurricane should come in next. I just wouldn't even... Oh my god, that's just unfortunate. We finally get the Hurricane. Do we get a para ever? Yeah, we do get a para. Archralodon comes in. Roost. Nice. Playing it slow. I like playing it slow. Yeah, I was also told that this Zapdos is specifically EV to live specs Raikou. So keep that as you will. Gardevoir is gonna come in. We're gonna get Sturdy. Why the fuck is this not stamina? What's one hit KOing you? I'm actually mad confused. Sobro's gonna come in to take absolutely fucking nothing. Spread some Paras. Get us a future sight. Okay. I don't know why we just put ourselves into yeah, I mean Zapdos seemingly will be able to quite clearly clean this fella out the house. I don't like roosting on this turn because future sight's gonna come in. I don't think we ever kill anyway, but I also don't like to protect on that turn. What are we doing? We're gonna spin here. I assume we trade spins. Yeah, spin. I do like the Rocky Helmet, especially for that specific scenario. Yeah, that's gonna take a lot of fucking damage. Yeah, Zip is clearly winning this line of play. What is the play here? Okay, get the rocks back up and then die. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like it. We need that guy to fucking... We needed that guy to do work. Rocks. Sorry. Oh, nice, get the rocks up. Beyblade comes back in. Yeah, I mean, we just, Did he click fake out again? Okay, no. He didn't click fake out again. Clicking that fake out was pretty troll, I won't lie. I don't think he knew at the point that this thing had Rocky Helmet yet, but you just don't need to. At this point you can... I would just rocks. Okay, Iron Head works. Was this the future sight turn? No. Okay, I don't know why he protected the turn. Yeah, now there's the problem with this not being stamina is that, like, this, in theory, this Donphan would threaten it, or sorry, I'm calling it a Donphan. This Iron Treads would not threaten it at all if it was stamina in like that position, but it just kind of can because it's just not for some reason. Scald. Dude, I forget this Pokemon gets Scald. The Slowbro, I'm not gonna lie, Slowbro seems like it's kind of good. I might be hating on that Pokemon too much. This Pokemon seems like a strong physical wall that just does shit. That can make progress. Bobby Witt. Okay, we are Life Orb. Oh, I hate that. I hate that. Just as a general, I'm gonna see a lot of Raikou players do this season. When you're into a Zapdos, when you're into a motherfucker that has Rocky Helmet, or if you're playing previous gens or Nat decks, when you're playing against like a Ferrothorn or a Garchomp, clicking these U-turn buttons is just not a good idea. If you have a way to benefit off, if your opponent has a way to benefit off of U-turn, like the poison or like the static, trust me, it'll happen so much more often than it doesn't happen for some fucking reason. It's just so annoying. What is this thing gonna do? Triple axle? No, we're what? That's also dumb. I mean, this is literally like 6% for no gain. Oh, I like this play. Get the Intimidate off. Triple axle should do not too much. It didn't even hit the third one. Third one was about like 20-ish, 22, probably 24. Or maybe 18. I'm actually dumb. Yeah, Gardevoir should just kind of clean house, right? I mean, yeah. Oh, it's Scarfed. Oh. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. Don't get the 6-0, but, you know, it's still pretty good. Zippzapp should get a 5-0 here. Honestly, I think the big difference this game, the big difference this game was just that G-Walker didn't know how he was supposed to win the game and had some clunky sets and some clunky plays. I think G-Walker going into the game didn't have an idea of how he was gonna win, which is generally not. Generally you should have a good idea in prep, but once you're in game, you should really be able to, you know, before you click on before you actually make your first move, you should generally know what you want to chip down in order to win the game, and what could possibly be stopping you. Now, granted, you're gonna have to have a lot of experience to be able to do that with a good amount of accuracy, but you'll get there. You guys will get there. Yeah, I mean, just a pretty clean game from Zip. I don't really see any mistakes here. He just kind of got just got trounced on a Scarf. That's the only reason he lost a Pokemon. There's some plays that were a little questionable, but I mean, we're just due to Zip playing slow, and not wanting to take anything too fast, which I think is fine. That's just a different style than I do. A lot of the times he clicks Roost, I would have clicked Hurricane, and sometimes later game that's better. Who knows? So let's just let's go to the next one. Gav X versus Charlie. I mean, win cons here. Kyurem and Glastrier, or sorry, Spectre are literally always win cons into any team. This team being no exception. Kyurem probably is the easier time of the bunch, just because of what it is. Charlie, it looks to me like Baxcalibur after a Dragon Dance, like, kind of just fucks. Yeah, I mean, that's just what it looks like to me. Bisharp looks pretty mid this game. There's not very many ways to get a Bisharp in. I mean, like, Zora Hisui maybe sometimes, but you might run into the Focus Blast. Avalok Hisui, it probably just gets fucking walled by. Can I not see the Terra types? Oh, okay. Oh, I can now. And we are Terra Fairy. Terra Flying on Bisharp is fine. Yeah, I mean, nothing crazy here. The table's gonna Terra. We're gonna get our Rockies up. Okay, we don't defog. That's strange. I would just against this team. I mean, you just can get a little fucked by hazards. It means you can't ever Terra Bisharp really well. Or Kyurem. Sucker Punch. Yeah, I mean, a Flare Blitz. I know Charlie had close combat. I would have just clicked close combat here. Just because, I mean, it's not that wrong of a play, but it's fine. It's fine. This is also a glitch in Showdown that I don't know why hasn't been fixed. It's been around for like a year. If you're, and this is why you shouldn't make Zoroark copy your Terra Captain. Here, let's go back. Let's show it. Avalok Hisui, this is Zoroark. It doesn't copy the Terra on the first turn for some reason. But now will copy it this. This is how it shows in game. This is not just a replay. This is how it shows in Showdown. And I don't believe it's how it shows like in live game. I don't know. I'll have to test it, but to my knowledge, it doesn't show like this. So a little concerning. I'm also kind of curious how you got it to show Avalok Hisui already, whilst leading Avalok Hisui. Didn't make that much sense to me. Avalanche, love the Avalanche sets. They're always good. Does this not kill? Holy shit. Bisharp is so fucking bulky, man. Why didn't we switch moves? Surely we have a different move. Yeah, it's fine. You never take damage. But, Spectre comes in. We're always having a Azumarill for this. This Azumarill is... I know that the Azumarill is Assault Vest. I just don't like clicking Calm Mind this early in the game. There's too much shit that can go wrong. Zora Hisui could be the Pokemon that comes in, which I believe now the... It should have shifted Pokemon. It shouldn't be Avalok Hisui yet, but I don't remember exactly how those mechanics work. Talk to the hands. Table comes in. Supercell Slam. This Iron Hands set is fucking confusing to me. I have genuinely no idea at all how it works. I think it's max HP, but I don't know why. Okay, I talked to Charlie about this already. Go backs after this turn. You know it's Scarf now. Freeze Dry does nothing. You get a free Swords Dance. You get a free Swords Dance, which I wouldn't even click Swords Dance on that turn. I would just predict the hands. Because like now we go into Baxcalibur. Which this guy's gonna do nothing, but he's gonna have a fighting move. in its Drain Punch, so he can't actually win this 1v1. 1, 2, 3, 4. And he does just kill this turn. Yeah. He does get a bit lucky there. Yeah, once again, this is obviously Zork. Probably gonna Dark Pulse, I guess. I just, if this guy had been clicking like Shadow Ball the entire game, Azumarill would have been fucking in some trouble. Mommy's gonna come back in. Shadow Ball shouldn't be able to do anything. Yeah, or Mommy's gonna cause some trouble. This is what I meant. But, yeah. Clean, not really a clean game by Charlie. Definitely a lot of mistakes made. It's just Ninja did not take advantage of these mistakes. We didn't try to chip down for Azu. We needed to chip down this Azu to win. And we just weren't able to. We weren't able to get it down enough. Let's get into the next one though. Corzahh versus a Dargonmayor. This was, from my understanding, a solid set. So what are our Terras? Terra Ground. Is Electros or other Terra Captain? Where's his team? Terra Gligar? Where is his team? Terra Alolan Golem. Turbishar. Genuinely, where is his team? Oh my god. Corzahh, there we go. Oh, we are not Terra Electros. Okay. Okay. Never mind. What I was gonna say is, even if you don't plan on Terra-ing your alternate Pokemon, like, if this was his Terra Captain, because I thought this was his Terra Captain when I watched the game the first time. If that was his Terra Captain, even if you don't plan on using it, as the Terra Captain in this game, you should always just bring a Terra that you think will be good, because there will be situations where it would be preferable. So I highly recommend just always Terra-ing. Power Gem, wow, that does nothing. And I guess he expected a swap. Scald, nice. Ooh, a crit on the Scald. I would just Moonlight this turn, but maybe I'm trolling. Wow, that does nothing, man. Tingler's like the only motherfucker I can see. Protect is interesting tech. I do like the idea of Protect leftovers. Blood Moon. I've just never seen people use Blood Moon and Protect. I think that's a cool tech. Or it's not really tech, it's just a cool way to spend your turn. Just trying to get leftovers recovery. Now, there are some often better things you can do. Oh god, every time this Urshifu gets in, it just gets a kill, doesn't it? Holy shit. I believe this is a Scarf Urshifu. I would have, me personally, I'm gonna calc this again. Urshifu into, what is this guy called? Grimmsnarl. Grimmsnarl, dual screens. We're gonna assume it's Scarfed. Try Scarf. Even if he gets the Reflect up, where the fuck is Reflect, man? I always forget where it is. There it is. Reflect. 38. I would still CC here, because he either gets Reflect up, and he can't status you because you're a Dark type, and he's obviously gonna be Prankster. he can't status you, and so I would get I would just click close combat here. What he's gonna do is he's probably getting up his first screen, and if he doesn't, he just dies. He doesn't get to hit you. He doesn't get to kill you. But if he gets up his first screen, you just get another turn to click close combat, which is just generally good. And you'll probably line up with a kill against most things on this team. Since I don't know, Iron Bundle might be able to live. This is what I would have done. I would have I would have just CC'd, because these screens are annoying as fuck. You don't want them up. Yeah, Blood Moon's gonna come in. This should kill. Yeah, Blood Moon is just fucking so much fucking damage. Clicks the Earth Power. Get up a layer of them spikes. Not much else going on right now. We're just kind of wasting turns on the, oh my god. Yeah, these rocks are fucking huge. Yeah, we're Scarfed or Shifu. Just CC. Close combat. Okay, Wicked Blow. Wicked Blow! Is that not kill from here now? I would just Wicked Blow again. Wicked Blow. Oh, yeah, I forgot about this turn. This turn is fucking hype. The Wicked Blow doesn't even fucking come close to killing. And then the explosion! Yeah, and then I believe ICharlly wins from here with a clean Trick Room. Yep. Yiga Drain. You drain into both, I believe, kills. I mean, yeah, there's nothing you can do. After that, honestly, Corzahh played a pretty clean game. I would have probably encouraged him to play. I think if he gets that close combat off, he might be able to get a higher differential. Because I mean, this Iron Bundle caused some issues and got some kills. But yeah, I mean, pretty clean-ish game. Nothing too crazy happened. I liked the Trick Room at the end of the game. I will say, be very fucking careful with a Trick Room against a Ursaluna Blood Moon, man. I know that Hatterene is probably better in Trick Room a lot of the time. Just be fucking careful, because if you get him into a situation where Ursaluna Blood Moon is under Trick Room for a few turns, you could really, really fuck yourself. Just be careful. That's all I'm saying. Corzahh versus Dargonmayor. Yeah, that is that game. Let's get into the next one. We got 3 games left. I got Reveroom. Reveroom is, what was our team? We're Jaeminds. Jaeminds is Reveroom and Vikable Terra. Versus Coconut. Who's Coconut? Coconut is... Coconut is the Typhlosions. Oh, what the fuck, man. Sorry. Sorry if you had headphones on. My bad. Starting into this. Terra Poison, Terra Water, Terra Flying. So how do I like Terra Flying into this team? Gunk, Ground. Gunk. I would have liked to see probably... Honestly, I don't hate the idea of a Terra Dark, but I mean, it's a little wonky. Terra Ground is also not bad. I mean, I think there's some better Terras than Terra Flying. I don't think Terra Flying really provides any value. Other than just removing ground weakness. I mean, Terra Grass would be good in hindsight because of the Terra Cap here. Audio says Future Sight. What the fuck? Dude, how much damage? We just took so much fucking... Oh my god. Jesus Christ. We just took so much fucking damage here. Okay, let's go back. 1. If we have Latios, just get the Luster Purge button. Get the fucking Luster Purge button, man. This is insane. Shadow Ball. Yeah, I mean, we're just taking so much fucking damage, man. Then we Earth Power this turn, because it's just a good play. Yeah, I mean, this is just an insane, series of 254. Yeah, I mean, if he had, like, Flame Charge last move, which he probably doesn't, he would have just probably won the game immediately. Terrapagos comes in. Rapid Spin. Okay, we're trying to get some speed up. I guess we're gonna try and sweep. Okay. No, we're not gonna try and sweep, I guess. Toad's Crew's gonna come in. I would have missed the Toxic. Uh-oh. Terra's Starstorm. We Toxic this turn again? Yeah, we hit it this time. It just seems to me this game is already over, and the majority of the reason that this game is already over is that this Latios is just a dog shit set. I hate to shit talk in these. I think I like these to be more educational, but I'm just being real. This Latios set is really bad. I don't like the idea of not just killing this Appleton. This Appleton's gonna have fucking Protect too. Like, this Appleton's gonna get healthy. I would Terra Poison here. Terra Poison Appleton can still do some fucking damage, man. We Body Press. We just Protect. I would have liked to Dragon Tail on that turn, but I'm definitely a little... I do like the idea of trying to double Protect. I actually really like the idea of trying to double Protect there. Do I? Or do I like the idea of... No, this thing is too fast. It's got 2 agilities up. If you're expecting a Thunderbolt, I would just go Latios. If you're expecting a Bug Buzz, I like the double Protect. Sucker Punch. Oh, no, I no longer like this play at all. What do we do? If we had Sucker Punch this whole time, we just sack Quillfish Hisui and just go into Cinderace and Sucker. If we have Appleton, Terra Poison here, there is still so much game left to be played. Do I don't have an issue with Terra Poison. I just think that, yeah, it's fine. We Future Sight. We Shift Gear. I mean, this is fine. If this is, there's just some things that are wrong with this team. If this thing is a Luster Purge Latios, I mean, we are in the fucking clear. Like, I actually am somewhat convinced that we just win the game from that position if we're Luster Purge. Sorry, you guys can't really see the calc. What's this Pokemon game? Reverum. What the fuck is this set? Luster Purge. It depends. If we're Specs Luster Purge, it's like Omega Ultra free, but I don't think we would be Specs. How much this guy is full health? Yeah, I mean, yeah, if we're just Scarfed Latios though, I mean, there's not fucking much you can do. Yeah, I mean, nothing else to say. Because the Terra Flying doesn't actually change his calc at all. Yeah, if we are just Specs Latios, or Scarf Latios though, how much did we die on this turn? What did we die from? Shift Gear, and then what did we die from? Poison Jab? That just kills? Holy shit. Yeah, I mean, I guess. Poison Jab. +1, probably, yeah, it's a little surprising that it does just kill. Yeah, minimum 81. Ironhead also kills. Yeah. I think that this team is just fundamentally, I hate to say it like this, I feel like this team is fundamentally incorrect. I think if we can click Luster Purge on the Skeleturge the first turn, like, we're in a... yeah, but I know it wasn't especially defensive. Because how much did Future Sight do? Future Sight did, like, most of its health. This shit... I don't think it even had HP. Yeah, Luster Purge did... How much did this do? 75. This shit did... How much? 68. 68%. Which means that this thing was likely not... It was probably max special attack, max speed. Which, I mean, if we're just... You know, if we're able to click Luster Purge on that first turn, we had 2 at KL. Especially if we're going to stay in on turn 1. Also, against unaware Pokemon, you can just spam Draco Meteors if you want. Yeah, I mean, yeah, if we're just Luster Purge Latios, this whole game is completely different and has to be played in a much different way. Unfortunately, we weren't, and so we will head on into the next game. Bastion YG versus NuclearHen. I do not believe I've seen this game, or I've seen the whole game. I think I've seen part of it. Okay, win cons. Oh, no, I've seen this game. Tornadus just can always be scary into any team, especially now it's Terra. You don't know if it's going to be physical or special, and both can be very threatening with Nasty Butter Bulk Up. I don't like Terra flying here. I would have liked a more... I guess utility-based. I guess what I'm trying to say, I would have liked some shit that threats the things that are going to swap into you. Yeah, it's fine. Win cons. There's not really direct win cons this game. A lot more indirect, a lot more position-based. No, I mean, Darkrai is always a win con. Tornadus is technically comfy late game's always a win con. Shade Alert, like a lot of these Pokemon are just like generally good Pokemon. I'm not seeing like direct win cons that like stare out at me as like this Pokemon is extremely important for this match. Yeah, if we get these spikes up, that's huge. Ooh, I like that. I love the para. Are we not spikes? I would have loved to just fucking set them all up. Okay, we missed the Bleak Wind. We do have Sturdy, though, so that one's not... I mean, it's not the best, but... Yeah, I would just love to get our fucking, some spikes. Okay, we switch a Roo. What do we give it? We give it a Choice Band. Just give the Pokemon Scarves. Oh, we're Choice Band because we think that Foul Play does more damage. Just so you know, Foul Play does not do more damage if you're Choice Band. if you give him a choice band. Choice band just boosts the power of the actual moves. I know Showdown shows that it boosts your actual attack. That's not how it works. It just boosts the power of the actual moves. Tricking a choice band will not make your foul play do more damage. Cool tech, just a slight way that Showdown shows things that is just incorrect and not how the game works. It's not even your fault. Switcheroo again. I don't hate that. I fuck with getting rid of items. If we had a spike, I would have gotten a spike. It seems we don't have a spike. I believe Empoleon has defog, so... Or maybe he doesn't. I don't know. I definitely don't like sending in Donphan here. Just because we know... Oh, never mind. It fucking... oh my god. I like sending in Donphan. Never mind. I forgot that it just... No matter what, it tanks everything. Wow. That's a lot of damage. And we're going to be at like 75? Yeah, we're going to be at like 70% health. What are we... Oh, are we DC characters? Yeah, we're DC characters. I just noticed. Yeah, it's fine. I would have probably swapped out instead of taking the trade there. Because I think Comfy could have been very, very useful in an endgame situation. Especially if you get some rocks up. Yeah, if you get rocks, if you got rocks up here, Comfy could have been fucking massive in an endgame situation. Scarecrow. Yeah, I mean, Comfy would have been super fucking useful here. Okay, Brick Break. Yeah, I mean, that was just never gonna do damage. I don't even know why we have that. I guess Drain Punch on Electivire? Maybe U-turn? Oh, the EQ does just kill. We're Scarfed. Yeah, wow. Holy shit. Are we Scarfed on Chandelure? If we're Scarfed on Chandelure, no, we're not. Okay. Should I not kill? Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I just wouldn't trade the Comfy there. I think Comfy is too good in an endgame situation against this team to This the only I think honestly if Bastion YG what turn is this? Probably this turn. I mean, maybe he did the calc without Terra involved, or he just didn't calc. But yeah, I mean, I just wouldn't make this trade. I don't think this trade benefits you really at all. Yeah, because now you're like forced to like play for crit, or I mean, if you crit, you just win the game, which is it'd be tough shit. But I think just in an endgame scenario, this Comfy is just too fucking valuable, and it does not need much chip. Like I would have for sure have been willing to sacrifice Chandelure here. I don't think Chandelure was good in this endgame, or going to Empoleon, which I guess that would have also been a bad play. Because Empoleon's taken like 60%. Oh no, Empoleon was taking 60% from a +2 Darkrai. Yeah, I would have loved going Empoleon. Empoleon just save all the guys. Flip turn. And you'd have been in a fucking amazing spot. Yeah, I think if you save Comfy here, the game is very, very winnable. Presuming you have Giga Drain, which you might not. Even then, I don't think Slowking can kill you. Yeah, man, that was so... It's just so close to, It's like, how much damage does this do? This did, what, 40%? Yeah, he just... A layer of Stealth Rocks just... If he had taken Stealth Rock damage, it's just Jover here. But yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, I mean, that's all I have to say really here about this game. I think this game was very, very winnable from Bastion. I believe he's... Too bad you definitely won from luck. I don't think so. I think you won because your opponent threw, but... gonna call it luck. That's fine. Into the last game before we go through some of the standings and go to next week. Oh wait, do I not? Oh, I do have the thing for standings. Gotham versus Jasongallade. Win cons this game. I mean, Chin Pao, I guess, is just always there's nothing here. I mean, Quackavole seems to be quite good in this team once some threats are chipped. Blastoise is kind of the only answer, which will get chipped down. Hitmonlee could definitely win a game here with SD. Sinistacha is not going to be able to answer that well. Volcanion seems pretty good here. Yeah, I mean, there's just a lot of shit that's good here. Okay, like the flip turn. I always like getting Pao in. I like Pao. I had a long conversation with Missouri about Chen Pao recently, and Chen Pao is like the ultimate physical wall breaker. If you can pair this Pokemon with a late game sweeper like Quackavole, you're actually in pretty good. Holy fuck, that does so much. I would have just did that again. Maybe not. Maybe that's dumb. This Shell Smash is extremely premature. I will say. Trick Room. Nice. What do we do? Do we, Strength Sap? Yeah, that's fine. I guess it's +2 attack. It'll be, it's gonna Terra Fire here, I'm assuming. No. What? What? We're not gonna Terra Fire there? Are we not we are Terra Fire. What are we doing? Whoa. We've just, like, wasted our win con. Yeah, I mean, the problem with this Hitmonlee is that it just doesn't win until Himothy is gone. We Terra Fire now. We should just get a kill with Eruption. Yeah, I mean, he's just been put in a position where he no longer needs it. Oh my god, fucking bulky as hell. Flip turn. How much did Flip turn do here? Flip turn did 64. 60 base power versus 80. Aqua Step. If he stays in on Eruption, Aqua Step is definitely for sure better. Well, he goes Fortress here. Ugh. It's just a what? Are we Specs? Is that what we are? I don't hate bulking down this Fortress. I think that's a good idea. Quackavole is gonna come in. Are we Boots? We're Boots? What is that? Is it? No, that's not the one that lowers down attack. We Rapid Spin. Are we not Aqua Step? What? What? Wait, I'm so confused. I thought I'd seen this game already and that Quackavole swept. I'm so confused. I must have not seen this game. It's going to do a lot, but what are we, Terra? Oh, we're not going to show our Terra yet. We're Terra Fairy. I mean, Chin Pao can probably just win from here. Ice Spinner. Yeah, Ice Spinner is going to do a fuckload. Oh, now I remember this game. Oh, I remember it now. Oh, God. Yeah, this game. Okay. Yeah. I believe this is, a very unfortunate game indeed. We have Choice Band. We should just Ice Spinner. Yep. Our Iron Valiant is indeed booster attack, which makes it entirely useless. If this is booster speed, it's at full health here, and then, like, you know, a lot more game is to be played. If we have Encore, if we have any of that stuff, it's like super, super, super duper winnable. That's just an unfortunate. I think he probably wins if he's booster speed. That's just an unfortunate way to end that game. Yeah, that should be all of the games. So let us enjoy and take a look at these standing. This should be this. And we go to standings, right? Yes. Okay. Standings. First off, Galactic Gangsters on top. All 4 of my homies from Galactic Gangsters won this week. We got Bops, ICharlly, Zippzapp, and Spooky Mars all won this week. With 2 of them being the 1 and 2 seed. Kill leader, we got a Azumarill. I'm a little surprised nobody got more than 3 kills. That is quite surprising to me. But 3 kills for Excadrill and for Azumarill. Excadrill was the kill leader last season. Blissey has 2 kills. That's funny. Yeah, overall, very balanced week. It seems like a lot of teams had, like, Pokemon with 2 kills. A lot of the winning teams. Yeah, I think this was a pretty exciting first week. Definitely a lot of plays that were a little bit... Let me see if we can move this to be a little bit better. Okay. What I want to show... Did I have this like that? No, definitely not. Okay, we can't show the bottom. G-Walker's the one. He's tied with Final Crusader. Yeah, I think pretty good week overall. I'm excited to see you next week. Shout out to everybody watching. We had about an hour one this time. Sometimes it's way longer. I'm glad we kind of got through it all. And I will see you guys all next week. Peace out.